there. Good day to you all, and welcome to another edition of WTF, otherwise known as What the French Toast, a reaction channel that calls it as they see it. And as always, this and other podcasts in the Jazzy Groove Rainy Day podcast family are brought to you by the power of five. If you like what we're doing, at the very least, hit the like button, show your support. And now, excuse me, I've been under the weather as of late, which is why you haven't seen a whole lot of shows. I want to apologize for that. And as I get better, we're going to see if we can ramp it back up to normal. But accountability is accountability. I haven't done it the way I should. Sorry about that. We're going to try and make it better. Let's get into it. This show is called Let 'Em Cook. This is all about the great Myron Gaines. Shout out to Myron and Walter from the Fisher Fit podcast. We love what you guys are doing over there. Keep on doing what you're doing. And we're going to focus on Myron today because Myron's growth from his beginnings as a take no nonsense law enforcement official to a world famous podcast host has been dramatic. He's gone from not taking any crap whatsoever to being able to deal with quite a bit of tomfoolery before he puts his foot down. And we have several shorts to show you. We're gonna watch them. We're gonna talk about them, and we're gonna break them down. See what you think about them. So without any other further ado, let's get into it.
Let me ask you a question. If I was homeless and I was asking for people for money and sandwiches sitting in front of a 7-Eleven.
Okay.
But I sat there and I said, you know what? I'm going to get a fucking IG model bad bitch.
You got it's crazy.
Right? Would you call me delusional for that?
Yes. No, I'd call you determined.
No. But wouldn't it be fairly delusional to have that belief system that I deserve a bad bitch and she's out there for me even though I'm in front of 7-Eleven and I'm a homeless guy?
If you're broke, it's because you made the choice to be broke.
Okay.
What?
And please answer the
I stopped it there because she's stupid. She's just stupid. He chose to be there. He didn't go into particulars. Yeah, he could have been there. Yeah, life could have dealt him a very bad hand. And in the event that life did bear him, give him a bad hand, does that take away what you say? Would you change it then? Don't be stupid.
question. Am I delusional for thinking that I deserve an Instagram hot girl?
Yeah, because you're broke.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that I don't qualify?
You made the choice to be in that position.
Cool. So I don't qualify, right?
No, of course not.
Okay. What if I told you you made the choice to put career and money and your status first, so you don't qualify for a bunch of the men that you think you deserve?
I don't feel like anyone.
Stop the show real quick. Pay attention, okay?
Have you guys noticed something yet? This one is all in her feelings. And that's not where Myron is. He's stating facts to help drive home a narrative. But she doesn't want to see it. It's not that she can't see it. She doesn't want to see it. So because she does not want to see it, she's going to do everything in her power to make sure she doesn't. Let's get back to it.
You think I'm delusional for wanting an Instagram bad bitch while being homeless.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I am delusional. I don't qualify. I'm telling you, the man that you want, he wants something back in return. And trust me, it's not a strong, independent woman like yourself that's about to be pushing 30. They want a younger, more attractive, fertile girl that's not going to argue with them. Mm-hmm. That's what they want. That's how successful men want. Yes, and you even know it. Deep down, you know it.
She tried to sneak that in there. Did you notice that? She tried to sneak that in there. That obeys. Like, that's a bad word. Newsflash. It's not.
And you don't have these traits. You don't qualify for the man that you want. Why is it that I can't tell you that you're delusional, but you can tell me that I'm delusional?
It's delusional, yeah, because
Yes, I don't qualify.
Yeah, but why
And I'm telling you that you don't
why it
qualify.
makes it impossible to actually find that person? Why?
Because you've outpriced yourself.
I don't feel better than anyone.
No one asked you that. You outprice yourself simply means that you're asking more than the market is willing to pay for you. Your answer makes no sense whatsoever. What it does make you is incredibly stupid. Let's continue.
From the man's standpoint, you're not his typical choice. So money, success, and becoming a better person and independent is great, but he doesn't really care.
Yeah, so if he doesn't care, it's because he's not the person for me, and I'll keep like looking. It's law of average. Look at that.
Let's break this down for this wonderful person, shall we? Fact. There are more women constant right now that occupy the planet than men. That by itself puts the lie to what she's saying. That by itself. Two, if there are less men than women as a whole, then it would also stand to reason that there are less attractive, handsome, put together guys. Run the delusion calculator. And we may wind up doing that at some point in the future too, because that's a very, very good tool. But you can't make this stuff up. Let's see what other stupidity she has to say.
No.
Damn.
Yo, see, that's what I mean when I say like women can kind of just live in a fucking fairy tale and just like think it's out there,
Why?
law of
If
average,
I s-
energy, blah blah blah.
If I stay by myself, I
You
stay by
don't
myself. What?
qualify for the man that you think you deserve. Why can't y'all get that through your fucking heads?
It's through
The
my
guy
head.
Will
that you
you
think
let-
you deserve
Okay.
doesn't want you fucking back. Period.
That's what it boils down to. The man that you want doesn't want you back. And that's what happens when you date the same group of people that everybody else wants to date. Are there guys out there that would give you the world and the stars and the moon and everything else? Absolutely. Do you want them? Absolutely not. So your singleness is an unforced error. You say you're single by choice, but I say that's not true because if you can land the guy that you want, you happily take your name off the single list, quite happily. But you're holding out for the one, and the one is rare. It's as rare as gold dust. You'd have a better chance finding a unicorn or a leprechaun than finding him. Let's get back to it.
If you did deserve him, he would have been here by now.
Everyone pursue happiness, I feel. Right?
Like-
So you'd rather spend the rest of your life with someone you don't love and actually doesn't make you happy than having like, being by yourself and actually you're by yourself, you're more happier than being with someone.
Cool. Then be.
Happiness is transitory. Happiness is an emotion, and as an emotion, it has a shelf life. You won't be happy forever, the same way you won't be sad forever, which is the same way you won't be angry forever, which is the same way you won't feel lonely forever. They're emotions, they're transitory. They're in the moment, and the moment changes. So, miss me with that emotion stuff.
by yourself. But don't
Yeah.
expect the guy to
never
come in and
alone.
rescue you, right? Don't expect the guy that has some status and money to come in and take you seriously and rescue you, right? When he doesn't need to. He's just gonna put you in the sex only category and never take you seriously. It just amazes me how girls think like, oh, there's a guy out there for me. The grass is always green on the other side. No, it's fucking not. You miss opportunities. You might have a guy that was good. You left him. Now your dumb ass gonna stay single. You got kids, so you lower your chances even more. We need to have these hard talks with women that your decisions definitely have consequences. A lot of you bitches are stupid as fuck. You leave guys that are good, that you should have left in the first place, would have treated you good, given you a good lifestyle. He did everything that he was supposed to do, but you think, you know what? He's not exciting enough. You know what? He doesn't give me that tingle. You know what? It's monotonous because we do the same thing every time.
Okay,
and you
but
gave that
what
stupid
did I
excuse of a
lose?
loop.
What
Like,
did I
yo,
lose?
it's crazy to
I'm
me
still alive
how
and
women
happy.
don't understand that you're given certain opportunities and you piss away those opportunities. Guess what? It probably won't come back again. And then you gotta make your bed and sleep in it and stay single with your fucking cats. It is what it is. Because I'll tell you this, I'm not fucking coming around as a successful multimillionaire and saving you hoes. I'm not. And trust me, every single guy that makes money that has some status, we're not saving you bitches no more. I'm trying to tell y'all this. These are the cold hard conversations that men don't tell women. Yo, if you leave a good guy, I'm not gonna come in to fix the fucking pieces. Stay with that good guy. Maybe he's not that attractive, but he treats you well. Maybe he doesn't make enough money, but he treats you well. Like, stick with that guy. You think you're gonna get somebody like me that's gonna take you seriously? Fuck no.
You can always get money.
That won't save you.
I'm just saying. No, I'm saying in a relationship, y'all can build to get money. Like, don't just try to go to someone that has more money. You and that person can build.
Yeah,
to get
build.
money.
No, you're hoping that you build
No,
it.
girls leave for a bunch of dumb reasons. The guy was boring. He's not exciting enough. I'm on a loop like she gave that excuse.
Sure,
Like,
what did I
You
do?
don't know my story. Don't go there. Okay, because I was abused and I was in a
Here we
loop.
go.
Hold on.
You want to play the sad story, but abusive
Never
fucking
brought up
relationship.
abuse.
We never
You
brought
brought
that
up
up.
a loop because
You used the excuse of they're on a loop.
That's not
Being-
cool.
but, like,
Abuse is not cool.
being an
We understand.
excuse
It's not cool, yeah.
isn't a loop is what I mean. With like waking up every day doing the same shit with the same person when you're unhappy and depressed. Like, why would you keep yourself in that situation? when there's
You
so
weren't
much-
specific whatsoever.
Yeah,
When you
you
said
weren't.
loop, you used it under the guise of like monotony and boringness, which
Yeah.
is what a lot of
No,
girls
no.
actually leave guys for.
Yeah.
I
Come on.
didn't leave a guy for boringness. So I've never done that.
No, you.
Okay,
haven't,
but you
yeah,
used the
it's
term
fine.
loop in the
Bruh.
way that
Yeah.
you phrased it was to imply monotony and boringness.
Yeah.
Which is a big reason why a lot of girls leave guys, actually.
Yeah.
For them being boring. And I'm
boring.
saying the boring guy will give you a good lifestyle all the times and treat you well and treat you like a queen. But women don't like that shit. They want a guy who's an asshole that's gonna dog them out, that's gonna talk to them like shit and all this other stuff. And that's
Yeah,
fine.
bitch.
But yo,
Bend
you want
over.
to pick the asshole? That's fine. Just understand that you're gonna have a shittier life and you're gonna perpetually stay single a lot of times.
Yep.
Sorry about that. You heard it, but you didn't see it. But you heard enough of it to come to an informed decision. And that decision is simply this: boring oftentimes leads to contentment if you know what to look for. If you want excitement, if you want adventure, then just note that it has its own unique set of consequences. And those consequences will come true. To quote Baron Mordo again from Doctor Strange, the bill always comes due. There's no escaping it. There are three things in life that you can't escape: death, taxes, and the bill. Well, four if you count the wall. They're all coming. Some get there out time than others, but they all do eventually come to fruition. Well, that was one thing, Myron cooking. Let's get to the next video, shall we?
Don't ever get into OnlyFans or dancing. It will f your life up.
Sure.
I think you already know that.
Type shit.
But I'm gonna give you just another confirmation.
Type shit.
Like, yo, if a dude ever finds out that you were a dancer or you did OnlyFans, you know what they'll do? They're like, oh, really? That's dope.
Yeah.
But in the back of their mind,
That's the end of it.
never wife this up, ever.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you.
So, whatever you do, I'll keep it 1,000 with you. Even being an atmosphere model is kind of shaky.
Yeah, that's
like a lot of
shaky,
guys
bro.
aren't gonna like that. But I'll tell you this: the clear line where most men will never take you seriously is if you only ever did OnlyFans, you were ever a dancer, you were ever a sugar baby, You ever did any type of escorting? Niggas are just gonna be,
Yep.
I'm good. Never take you serious.
Just don't say
I
it.
I know a French woman. Right. I know
No,
a
they'll
French
find out.
woman
They'll
that-
find out.
Strippers, man.
They'll find out. Because here's the thing.
Yeah,
like
y'all
you
got everything
always,
on the internet.
you always find out. You always find out. Like the girl could play the game or whatever, but you always find out at some point.
Eventually.
Yeah, because girls that are involved in that type of work have certain habits,
Yep.
and like once you spend enough time with them, that's why we tell guys all the time, like vet a girl for a period of time. Even you fucking haters talking shit about Fresh, nigga vetted her. Like that's why he found out what he found out. Was like, bitch, get the fuck up out of here. Now she going crazy, all mad and shit like that. But the point I'm trying to make is, girls that have that type of past always reveal themselves.
Yep.
You know,
Chameleons.
they could hide it for a bit, but a couple months, couple weeks, etc. You'll find out.
What kind of actions?
There's no logic in his lines. He's speaking facts. Girls of a certain persuasion, actually, all girls have habits, just like all guys have habits. But girls with a specific skill set, i.e., parading themselves around for attention, they will eventually show their hand. It's just a matter of being smart enough to see it and be patient enough to allow it to happen. Let's get back to it.
I'm sorry.
What kind of like acts do they like? Do you say like?
I mean, it's just a bunch of behaviors. For example, a lot of guy friends. She's traveled a lot, been to
Yeah.
different countries.
Tattoos.
Lots of
That's a component. A lot, yeah.
All that.
Not always.
Is that why I'm getting the stripper
Ladies,
comment?
ladies.
Yeah, arm sleeve, man. Come on,
It's
man.
not one thing. It's a combination of things.
Combination, yeah.
Okay, there's always nuances, right?
mouth piercing.
You know, what was that?
Mouth piercings.
This like I said, mouth piercing.
No mouth piercings.
It's just a bunch of different things. The type of men that she's dated in the past. You know, has she been to certain places? Has she had certain experiences? She's been on private jets before, etc. Like all these things, like you just gotta kind of
You get to know.
you figure it out. And then like, are they bad with money? Right, that's a telltale sign that a girl's a stripper or she's used to strip. If she's really bad with money,
like bad money
You said that fast cash.
Financial
I'm sorry?
Like bad money
responsibility
management?
zero.
really bad.
Yeah.
Are some of the worst women with money, because here's the thing: they're always making their money in cash, and they always have this mindset like,
You'll
"Oh, I'll
make
just
that
go to the club and make it
tomorrow.
back."
Yep.
I'll just, you know what I mean. So they're really bad with money. But there's a bunch of different things. Always having a crack phone, not responsible, doing drugs, alcohol use. They're not responsible. The alcohol abuse in the past, drug abuse, right? The drug abuse is a big one. Even if it's recreational drugs, they like to party a lot. There's a bunch of different things. If it's one thing, that doesn't necessarily mean like it's no, but even if like I said before, if a girl
Multiple
used to
should raise a red flag.
yeah,
though.
multiple of these things together, but yeah. But like yeah, if you were I'll tell you, if you're a stripper or you did OnlyFans or you did sugar baby, any type of like sex work, most men are never gonna take you seriously.
Cook. Let the man cook. He explained it much, much better than I could have. Much better. And he had detailed descriptions as to why. And some of them, as you probably noticed by now, some of them hit the home because you had quite a few girls start to say things when he said certain things. And why did they say something? Because it struck a chord. They got triggered because it referenced them. And that's why you can't tell women anything. His ideas and his way of speaking were objective. They were they were aimed at a generality of people. There was no specific person that he spoke to. Yet each one of these women got offended because they took it personally. Why? Why would you take it personally? Because it applied to you. Let's get back to it.
They're just not. They'll sell the dream. They'll lie, maybe.
Also, they
I know.
they can't hold a job.
Damn, they keep calling me.
I know a
stripper.
chick that did all of that, and she's a CFO of a company, and her and her husband just got married
Shout out to the stripper.
last week. She did escorting.
It's only one girl, man.
Bro,
Relax.
look,
I mean, she's French. He's
Bro, it's only one girl.
Australian.
bro. I hate, man. Yo, it's like girls like don't understand the concept
My
of the exception
universe.
doesn't make
The
the
exception
rule.
to the rule.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This
That's all you
chat
gotta
is
say,
making
love.
me.
Like, yo,
I don't know.
That's
just
all you gotta say,
because
Myron.
your friend was able to find a dude doesn't mean that there's not thousands upon thousands upon thousands
all
of
the
sex workers that
strippers.
can't find men.
I know a lot of strippers with boyfriends.
Bruh.
Oh man.
Yo.
I mean, I
Hold
do.
on.
Okay, yo. Well, all due respect,
And I'm
have you
the
done
one and single.
have you done an IQ test before?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, yo, we know.
You lack critical thinking skills, man. I'm not even trying to be an asshole,
How do I
but
lack critical thinking skills
Okay,
when
you
I'm
do.
thinking critically?
No, you're not.
okay.
When I'm seeing the stats right in front, where
Relax. So,
it's strippers
what
that I
stats?
know
Okay.
That's bro.
From your own personal
personally. Yeah,
view?
from my own personal. That's what I'm speaking of.
It's your personal opinion.
Exactly. I'm giving you guys
The
my
world's bigger than
personal opinion. I'm not giving
The
you guys
world's
the
bigger than
stats
your
of the
opinion.
world. I'm not giving you guys the stats of the world.
Okay, okay.
Then wait, tell us.
Okay,
I'm giving
okay.
you
Let me-
my
okay.
perspective,
Let me-
my
okay.
experience, the people
Okay.
that I know.
Let me ask you a question.
Bro,
Let me ask you
So
a
do I
question.
have to state that every time I speak?
Okay,
Yeah,
let me ask you a
I
question,
will.
right? So, okay. I do well for myself financially, etc. Right?
Mm-hmm,
So, how about this? What if I said, someone told me, "Oh, yo, people are starving, like world hunger, like people are not eating in Gaza, and world hunger is a problem." What if I said, "Well, all my friends eat food.
Yeah, they all eat healthy, man.
They all, bro, we were just at Komodo yesterday.
Fucking Uber Eats.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, but that's your perspective. That's what's happening in your life.
No,
Okay, you
no.
gave me the
He
stats
got
of the
that, bruh.
world.
He is yet to give you its actual stats. He's just giving you facts and anecdotal references to back it up. He hasn't given you any stats. You're conflating the terms. Women are good at that. Conflation. This will not end well. I can feel it.
If you
But
told
you're
me,
giving me
no, hold on.
what-
If you told me world hunger exists,
Yes,
and then I responded to you and said,
understandable.
"All my friends eat. We go to Komodo yesterday."
Nobody.
What you should properly respond to that is your, because world hunger does exist, and just because it doesn't happen in your world purview
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean it's not true. So what
I'm
I'm
not saying
saying
that it's not true, though. That's the thing. That's your assumption.
Oh, you're all
This woman is stupid. It's another one. And what I've come to realize is that there's at least one on every after hours show. At least one. Oftentimes there's two or three. This show, there's two so far. No. There's only one so far. Let's get back to it.
man. I ain't lying to you, bro.
No, I'm not. No,
I talk kids and you'll get F plus, bro.
Because I'm telling you, like I said, I'm telling you guys.
You're right.
No, I'm telling you
It's an
guys
F
from
plus.
my perspective. I'm telling you guys from my perspective.
Well,
Like
he's saying
for-
in generality, right?
in
The world is bigger
okay,
than you,
he's
right?
saying in general, but I'm
Yes.
saying from
Look,
my experience.
Look, 3
so,
hours.
like I said,
3 hours later, nobody cares. All right, we can move on.
bro.
God damn.
you are
guys.
so
Holy shit, bro.
rude.
No,
Don't be
it's not about
Nigga,
that. It's
you're
that-
rude.
I'm not rude.
if someone says an objective fact and then you respond with an exception to the rule, that's just a low IQ behavior. And I gave you the
How is
example.
that low IQ behavior?
I
When it's
just
like,
gave you the example.
Like I'm telling you, I know the exception to the rule. It's okay. That's
But
me
why even
saying-
mention it? Why even, like, if you
Because
tell me,
it's possible. That's the whole thing. Like it's a possibility. It's
Okay.
not. You can generalize.
Possibility, yes. Probability, hell no. Or, to be perfectly honest, more likely than not. Or more unlikely than likely. Could it happen? Sure, it could happen. And to quote a famous British saying, and if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle.
people, but there's still other possibilities out there.
Okay.
Honey,
That's
no
all
Just
I'm
man
saying.
is gonna keep
because
accepting that kind
something
of
is
talk.
possible doesn't mean it's probable.
And that's just what I said. Just because something is possible doesn't make it probable. Unless you get a sample size that's so large that it begins to then challenge that assumption, and then it's changed. But it is statistically insignificant. Does it happen? Yes. Is it possible? Of course. Does it happen more times than it does not happen? No. Does the exception prove the rule? Of course not.
Oh, nobody said it was probable. I just said it was possible.
But who cares if it's possible? If it's a minority,
Because it's the
an
thing.
extreme minority.
If you're giving people this information and not giving them a possibility outside of just what you're stating,
He's given general
How'd
facts
they know?
as generality.
This is the difference between men and women. I gave her objectionable advice, right? Objective advice, telling her, don't get into this because there's an extremely high likelihood that it's going to sever and destroy your ability to build a partnership or a relationship with a
Yes.
man where it take you seriously.
which is amazing.
Right?
You should.
I gave her an objective truth in general. Then you respond and give a possibility of, I know a girl that was a stripper and a sugar baby and she found a man.
Yeah, but she was all the opposite thing. She got into the same things that you were talking about. But like I said, she's a CFO of a
But
company.
why
bro.
would you feel the
It's
need?
a possibility.
Why would you feel the need
I think that's interesting.
to give a perspective that's destructive when
It's not destructive. Like I said,
It's very destructive. Because what you're saying, without actually saying it, is go ahead, live your life. You'll find him. Get that bag. Work that pole. Suck on that thing. You'll get him. Don't worry about it. It's all good. And that's destructive because, as been brought out in this very podcast, most guys don't want it. And if they don't want it, they're not going to accept it. They'll hit it. And that's the one thing, I'll come back to this in a second. But that's the one thing that women constantly get wrong. A guy will hit it because guys are, by their very nature, I won't say horny, but driven to procreate. It's in our DNA. It's one of the very few things in life that we do that we aren't actually taught. We're not taught how to walk. We're not taught how to run, and we're not taught how to perform sex. We're just not. But we do all three of those very well. And a lot of women, I can get him. Okay, good for you. You can get him. Can you keep him? Coulda, woulda, shoulda games rules apply. I could have had him. I would have had him. I should have had him. But you don't have him. You don't. And because you don't, you fail. And that's something that a lot more people need to hear, men and women. Women more so than men, but we need to hear it too. You fail. Let's get back.
it's a possibility. You said it's not a probability, but I'm saying it's a possibility.
Can someone please
So
give her
if
a
you want to
shovel?
get into
Yo,
sex
bruh.
working and do whatever
No,
your
listen.
floats your boat,
You are
That-
giving advice. Please don't
how,
agree.
how am I
all right?
giving
Don't give
them advice?
Yeah, because
You
he's
can
saying
do whatever your
in
heart
ter-
desires. You can do whatever the
Really?
fuck you want,
Really?
and somebody
Do
will be
drugs.
out there for you.
Oh, yeah?
Somebody will be out. Yeah, you got fucking crackheads on the street
right.
making
You're
out,
right.
where
cracking up with each each other, bro.
Where's your
Loving each
man?
other.
Where's your man?
I choose
nowhere.
not to have one.
Nowhere.
Right?
Wait,
because
wait.
I don't
Let's
like.
move on.
Just like she
Nowhere.
said, she need a break.
So a question.
I need a break.
Any girls on the panel agree with her?
Can I get a snack?
Wait. Any girls on the panel agree with her?
We're hungry.
Ladies.
No.
We're finishing up here.
All right, cool.
Oh my God,
Moving on.
Chris,
Don't listen to her at all.
Yeah, we done, bro.
Possibilities.
Yo,
I'm not giving you advice to go do that. Don't. That's
Man,
fucked up.
goddamn,
Don't do
nigga.
that.
Please,
Don't
y'all
do
reject,
that.
relax.
this is terrible advice, bro.
Damn.
Yo.
I'm not giving anybody any advice. I'm giving
You
y'all
just did.
possibilities.
You just
I'm
did.
giving y'all possibilities.
No,
Women needs for advice. And as Walter just said, yeah, you did. You did give out advice. You said it without actually saying it. But we heard you. You gave dog mess advice. And I don't know why you don't see it. No, strike that. I do know why you don't see it. You don't see it because it doesn't fit your worldview. And that's why we are finished as a society. That's why. If it doesn't fit our bubble, it has to be wrong. So you get left versus right, conservative versus liberal, men versus women. That's why you get it. And the manosphere is simply men's way of saying, okay, wait a minute now. We have a voice too, and we've let you guys trample over us for years, and we're not going to do it anymore. We're just not going to do it. But because we've empowered you for so long, you don't want to hear that. So you can come up with 1,000,001 reasons why that's not right. And I'm here to tell you, it don't matter what you think. It does not matter. We're going to now look at a third video. And this one here is more delusion in action. Let's get it.
Sam Plastic Sam, $20. Spiritual adjective, a catch-all personality term for nonsense that women use when they don't think people will dig deeper.
Boom,
Okay.
there you go.
You have a rebuttal for that? I think that was a shot at you.
Oh,
No. Who said they were spiritual?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was you. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, and you
No.
too, right?
I was just talking about spirituality.
Oh yeah. You said you were spiritual. You said you were a Leo, right? That's what it was.
That I don't. Being a Leo has nothing to do with being spiritual. I never said I made no connection between that.
Yeah, but first I asked you, you said yes.
You said
No,
you're spiritual.
I said spiritual, and I made connection that I'm a Christian.
Okay, next.
Okay.
Okay.
She's wrong on two fronts here. You can't be spiritual and a Christian. You just can't. You're either spiritual or you're Christian. Spiritual is someone who believes in the spirits around them. Christian means you're Christ-like. So tell me, how can you be both? I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Wait. Hold on. The same Christianity that tells you to defer to your husband?
Oh.
Got him.
See, here's.
Go ahead.
I thought I already explained this.
No, go ahead.
So
I got the gun cocked
it
for you.
depends. Okay, so I don't think a man can't lead. It depends about the approach. And like I said, I will submit to the right man. But it comes about the approach. Like I won't submit to a guy who tells me, okay, you have to go change. I don't like that.
Can I stop you right there? I have a quick question I wanted to ask you. While you're right there, because you just brought it up. The question I wanted to ask you is, have you ever wondered, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, at 24, have you thought about why said man hasn't approached you yet.
What? The guys that meet my criteria?
Exactly.
I just was in a relationship.
It was.
Yeah, no,
was
I
being
broke
the
up
key
with him.
word.
No, he meets my criteria. There's just some things we need to work on.
Then he didn't meet your criteria.
But no, I'm not. But he did.
No, he
Like-
did not. He'd still be with you.
This man is so well grounded. It's disgusting. That question, and you saw it in her face. She really had to think about it. She really did. I'm gonna play that back a little bit. Okay, here we go again. Listen very closely to this.
Have you ever wondered, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, at 24, have you thought about why said man hasn't approached you yet?
What?
Did you see that? She had nothing to say for us for a couple seconds. She was completely taken back. She probably had a bevy of answers lined up for his question, but that wasn't one of them. She had no answer for that. And now comes the word salad.
The guys that meet my criteria?
Exactly.
I just was in a relationship.
It was.
Yeah, no,
was
I
being
broke
the
up
key
with him.
word.
No, he meets.
Key word was. To quote Myron and Fresh both, where's he now? If he ticked all your boxes, if he met your criteria, he'd still be there. But he's not. So on some level, he didn't meet them all. And she's even going to say as much.
My criteria. There's just some things we need to work on.
Then he didn't.
Right there. So if you need to work on them, then he's not meeting your criteria. One or the other. If he's meeting your criteria, you have nothing to worry about, no negative thoughts to think about him, nothing bad to say about him. You're golden. If not, then we got a problem. And in this case, she had a problem that she divested of. Hence the word was.
Didn't meet your criteria.
But no, I'm not. But he did.
No, he did not. He'd still be with you. So what I'm saying is, have you ever stopped and thought to yourself, well, hold on.
I mean, I'm only 24, so I got a couple more years to go.
Oh, that's a terrible logic. Well, okay, so where do you think your prime is going to be? Where do you think your sexual prime is going to land, age-wise? Give me an estimate.
I don't really honestly, to me, I'm not stressing. I could
Just give me an estimate. Give me a number. Where do you think your peak value is going to be at a woman? At what age?
35.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey man, she's been. And here's the thing, yo, we ain't even here to attack her. A lot of women think like this. Real talk, a lot of women think like this, bro, and this is dangerous precedent, man. Because
Yes.
a lot of women think like, hey, I'm strong, I'm independent. My peak isn't 35, and this is why we end up with so many women that are single. In the next 10 years, guys, they estimate over 50% of women will be single, and right now, 1 in 4 women is on antidepressant or anti-medication meds. You're in the drug industry, you know what I'm saying?
Where do you get those numbers from? What makes you think that?
I think I'll be in my prime at 35.
No, but why? How'd you get to that conclusion?
Because I feel like my 20s are kind of a mess right now. Can
I tell you why though? Because it's lacking the leadership of a man. But continue. How'd you get to that estimate?
All the other women.
You notice she had nothing to say. That's when you know you got him. That's when you know it. Silence. The little nervous giggle. You know you got him then.
Take notes, man. No, seriously.
No, I'm here. I'm here out of love.
A lot, yeah. Like we ain't trying to bash her because a lot of women think like this. She just has the balls to say it.
Yeah.
A lot of women think like this.
Trying to save you here. We're trying to course correct. But how'd you get to that estimate of 35?
Because I feel like 30.
I feel like that's why. Emotionally, you think you can get better. Realistically, i.e., biologically, you can't. You can delay it, but you'll never be free of it.
30s, I'd be wiser, older, and
Not as attractive.
I think I'd still be attractive.
You're describing a man. You're describing the peak value of a man. That's what makes a man attractive to a woman is that he has experience, he has leadership, he can lead. That's what comes with the age and the experience. Why would we want a woman that's already had her experiences?
Well, that's me personally.
All right, so listen, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna tell you where your peak value is gonna hit or where it should hit.
It's right now.
Right? Thank you. So between 24 and 26, in that 3-year span of time should be your peak value. Now, with that being said, do you understand the concept of an investment?
Yes.
You put in less to get more, right? In time. Mm-hmm. That's what an investment is. Commitment to a woman from a man is an investment. So if a man is investing in you, guess when he wants you? Right before your peak. He wants to get you right before your peak because he wants to enjoy said peak. So if you're already starting off the beginning of your peak right here, 24, you're here, mama. Now is when you need to be open-minded to submit and follow the leadership of a man. Now is when you need to present yourself as a potential wife. Because a quality man wants you in your peak. I'm just keeping it real with you. A quality man don't want you at 35. 35, you're on your way out.
You're coming with the assumption that I want to be a wife.
I'm not. You yourself said that you want that in your future. And hold on. And let me tell you one more thing. Women your age keep saying really stupid shit like that. You can't say how you're going to think or feel at 35, at 24. You just can't do it. Man or woman, you can't do it. A human being, a person cannot say, 12 years from now, this is how I'm going to see the world. This is how I'm going to feel. And this is what I'm going to want. You don't even know what you want to eat tomorrow for breakfast. So how are you going to tell me that being okay with being single is going to be a consistent theme for you? I'm here to tell you a secret. Your mind will change. When you're leaving your 20s, especially 27, 28, 29, you're going to start getting very, very interested, concerned, and worried about your relationship status.
And worried will be the most important one.
Right. And it will be too late. It will be too damn late. And when you do say, okay, you know what? I decided I do want to be in a relationship. I do want to be married. I do want to date for purpose and all this type of stuff. Your choices will be a hell of a lot less interesting than what they are now. Because the men that will be interested in marrying you in that age bracket are fucking losers. I'm sorry. Okay? They're the dudes that go to the dealership with short money and say, well, can I get motherfucker that's going to pay for a car that's 8 years old, 7 years old? It's that dude.
The men you won't submit to now when you earn less money. By the time you're 35, you're going to be making more money. Mm-hmm. I always say the more money a woman makes, the more doors close. The more money a man makes, the more doors open. So I find it very funny how women look through the lens of women when it appeals to them, right? Hey, you shouldn't be cheating. You know, that's messed up. You know, I wouldn't do that. But when it comes to their value, they use the male lens.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm going to make more money. I'm going to get older. I should be more attractive. And what I'm here to tell you, ladies, is that unfortunately, attraction is not symmetrical. It's asymmetrical. Yeah. Men want a woman that's young, attractive, fit, and feminine. They don't care about a woman that is successful, makes $100,000 a year, or has an opinion or independent. No offense to being independent, right? A woman's ability to provide security means nothing to her sexuality. Guys will date a girl that works at McDonald's that's hot over a girl that has a career any day of the week. And I hate to say it like that.
Or CVS.
Or CVS. In Fresh's case. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just the reality. And I feel bad because, and this isn't to knock you, but a lot of women think this way. I'm going to chase my career. I'm going to make money. 35 years old, I'll be ready. I'll hit the fucking market. I'll be able to get married. No. Very tough. Very, very tough. I mean, when did you get married?
9 years ago.
Okay.
I'm 41.
31? 32.
32? 32? Mm-hmm. How long did you guys date before that?
Sorry, I correct myself. 4 years ago I married.
Uh-huh.
and 4 dating.
Okay, so you were with him for 9 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry, I made the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
math.
So okay, so she.
I've been 9 years with.
So you notice how she said I was married for 9 years. That's it. That's how.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah,
important
yeah,
marriage
yeah.
is to women, guys. That's how important marriage is to women.
Yeah.
And I know you're saying like I don't need it, blah blah blah. But
I was 32.
yeah,
Yeah.
ladies,
That's
I'm
a
here to
good
tell you
age.
an uncomfortable truth. A man's value is determined by how many women he can attract. A woman's value is how many men can she retain after sex. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, you're over here dressing up as a nurse and everything else like that because you want to keep him.
Of course.
Correct?
And I want to make him happy.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's I choose to make him happy.
Exactly. Because you don't want to lose him because he's bringing value.
No.
Exactly.
No.
So what I'm saying is this, ladies.
No, I disagree.
You disagree with what?
No, I mean, going back to the same thing, same topic as before. If you like your man, you want to make him happy. No, it's not about keeping him around. It's because you want to make him happy.
Yeah.
You
But
wanna
let's be
please
honest.
him.
Let's be honest right now. You're 41 right now.
You want to cook.
If you were to
wanna-
divorce him,
Yeah.
who would have an easier time getting getting let's keep it a stack. Who has more value right now?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I'll answer for you. Your husband has more value right now
Exactly.
than you do. I hate to say that because you are not going to be able to compete with younger women.
You can't.
You can't. So, and you might not like hearing that, but that is why you dress up as a nurse and you keep him.
disagreeing.
Exactly.
I wanna have a bottom here.
Well,
but I mean,
listen. The
like
non-offensive way to say that is that the 42-year-old you cannot compete with the 22-year-old you.
No,
That's the non-offensive way to say it.
That I agree.
Okay.
But he was talking about who's going to be more marketable.
Oh, he is
right?
for sure.
He is.
I disagree.
Does he have a job? Does he have a job?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I
Does he
do
own?
too.
Does he own a property?
We own a property. We own 3 properties.
So does
In other words, he owns it.
50% each.
and even that.
for real?
and-
I said it again.
Okay.
50 and 50.
And even that 50% is attractive to a woman half your age. He could be
Say again?
divorced. He could be divorced, paying you alimony,
Yeah.
and he's still attractive to a woman half your age.
Okay.
So
No, we're talking about timing and who's going to be
he is.
faster in
Oh yeah,
getting
he is.
another
He is.
partner.
He is.
Another long-term partner.
disagree.
Another long-term partner. That's what I'm
Another
saying.
long-term partner. Okay.
Exactly.
I
Yo-
think we are
yo- yo-
equal in timing.
No.
We are equal in timing.
disagree.
No.
Sorry.
You're going
I
to get sex
disagree.
faster.
Yeah,
You're
you'll
gonna
get sex faster,
You're going
for
to get
sure.
sex faster.
I will get sex faster. Okay.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Well, free
So
sex.
he will-
Granted, the sex is free.
Yeah.
He will have a long-term relationship with a 20-year-old than me finding someone long-term, right?
Oh yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Absolutely.
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 He is the I hate to say it. Ladies, as you're in a relationship with a man, as you guys get older, his value increases, yours decreases. Okay? You don't like hearing that, but that's the truth.
they're like
you guys,
wine.
You guys hold all the cards in your 20s.
Exactly.
Men will kill each other, fight for you, etc. You get into clubs for free. Women have all the privilege when they're young and attractive. Okay? But when you guys get older, tables turn, baby.
Yeah.
Men get more attractive, whatever it may be. So what I am saying is that if you were to divorce him right now and leave him, he's going to be the more appealing party in the relationship because you'll be able to get sex, but let's keep it a stack. Yeah. You don't want to just fuck random guys.
Correct.
Exactly. So
another point after that as well. Every single year, another girl turns 18 years old. So his pool of women never runs dry. Your pool of men, however, are not going to look for you because once again, they want younger women.
And there's another younger man that is getting older that I will be attracted to.
But he won't
He
make
will
$50,000
attracted
a
to
year,
me.
though.
He's still gonna have an age difference, and he'll be attracted to me.
No,
Why not?
no.
Why not?
That
I
hold
was
on.
7.
Oh no. The misconceptions. Let me help. I'm gonna help both of you. Okay, first of all, the younger man,
doctor.
regardless of how attracted he is to you, it's first of all, it's a different reason for why he's attracted to you. When I was younger, I loved fucking older women.
Facts.
Right? Because I wanted to get better at fucking younger women.
Facts.
Right? Because that's experience I can actually learn from, I can take from. But as far as genuinely being interested in a long-term relationship, no, the younger guys are just as more attracted than the younger women as the older man is.
And there's studies that show that too.
Right. So we just got to knock it off. We got to knock it off. That's the reality of it, is that you're in a position to maybe change a younger man's life. Yeah. But you're not gonna enjoy that. That's not gonna feel
I'm
good.
still gonna be younger if the guy is 70 years old, right? Let's say it right now.
Oh, you meant get back into.
Look
Oh,
at
okay, I see
this.
what you're saying. You're saying get remarried to
Remove
another older
the
guy.
rule. We
No,
move
that
the
I agree.
age.
That I agree. That I agree with
I
you.
have a couple of examples.
If you want things,
we know
but
people. We actually know people
but
in common.
you won't be happier than your ex-husband with that though. Yeah, you'll find
Why
another
not?
old rich man to marry you. I agree with that.
Does it have to be rich?
But so you're marrying older men for the love? For the geriatrics?
Why
for
not?
the
If
smell
it's
of
more
Ben
than
Gay?
50K,
Okay.
Cap is real here.
Real quick, before I forget, I just want to tell the pharmacist one more thing.
Okay.
This is a misconception you have. I want to clear it up because it's very common in women today.
She hates it, man.
No, but I'm trying to help her
hates
though.
it. Yeah.
This is a misconception, right? That many modern women have. And I'm gonna say it for you. I hope a million fucking viewers hear this shit. A million viewers with vaginas, right?
Yeah.
Men are not intimidated by your income. Intimidation is the wrong word. This is what these little girl power magazines tell you to justify you living in a fantasy world, not having to make any personal changes or make any compromises. Okay? I'm going to tell you how any man of value views your fucking career. It's not an intimidating thing, right? What it says to him is, she's too fucking busy to cater to me. Why even bother? This one right here is saying she'll cook and she'll clean and keep it interesting in the bedroom with 3 fucking jobs, with 3+ jobs. Where do you have the time to do that?
that's hard. That's really hard.
With 3+ jobs, where do you have the time to do that?
Where did that at?
Right. So I'm going to tell you why, because it's another stupid question that women ask. Why is it that men will rather be with a young girl that's a bum, that has nothing going on for her? Well, I'll tell you what.
She's stupid.
I'll tell you what. She's available to him when a busy man has downtime. When he's focused on work and all the things he needs to do, he doesn't want to have to be running behind her to see, well, when can you see me? Well, let's schedule something. What about Monday at 4? Okay, what about Tuesday at 2? He doesn't want to have to put so much effort into scheduling alone time with his woman. He wants to be able to focus on his shit and know that whenever he has a minute, whether it's 40 minutes in between meetings or whatever, he has access to his woman, right? He doesn't want to be put off to the side for her career. Now, the next thing is, why would a quality man prefer a woman making 30, 40 fucking grand a year over a woman making 100 grand a year? It's real simple. If a woman comes home complaining about her career and about her work and she's making 100 grand, what can he really tell her? He can say, oh, baby, you know how it is. You got to be tough. You got to brush that stuff off. Leave work and work. What can he really say? But if his woman comes home from McDonald's, she's the manager at McDonald's. She's making $36,000 a year. She comes home and she's complaining. You know what he can say? Listen, I'm tired of hearing this shit. Tomorrow, go to work, quit your fucking job. I got you. Okay, there's times I've wanted to see women and they say, oh, I really have to work. I say, hey, how much do you make an hour? Oh, I make $14 an hour. Listen, I only need you for 3 hours. I give you $50. Come over here. Yeah. Call out of work. I'm not paying for pussy, but I can afford to pay her what she would have made in that time. Now, if a woman's making $100 an hour, you think I'm gonna give her $200 to call out of work? I'm gonna be like, listen, fuck it. Let me call this young bitch down the way. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna call the chick that works at McDonald's.
And if the roles are reversed, ain't no woman gonna say quit your job. It's okay. That's the reason why, like I said all the time, men need to be in leadership position. Men are completely okay with sharing their resources. Women ain't.
I let that one play to its entirety because the guest was spitting fire. It's one thing when Myron's the one cooking, but you had a guest that was cooking just as hard, and it was it was a sight to behold. Once again, shout out to Fresh and Fit. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, shout out to Walter because that little situation he was in, he's not in it anymore. And it seems that his partner was right. With that, I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for tuning in. Be safe out there, y'all. Later.